What's up, YouTube? This is Yo coming at you again. I'm going to be doing a deck update for you. With this deck is going to be Hat. I finally got it up and running. I did my earlier video online on Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Dev Pro because I didn't have the cards in person. But now that I got the cards in person, I did a few slight alterations to the deck, and I thought I'd show you guys. So yeah, and just before I get started, I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna have a link in the description box below, and to the previous deck the previous deck profile. So without further ado, I'm gonna get started. To start off, I have the artifact Caduceus, or whatever his name is, just one copy. He allows for extra draw power and stuff like that when you special summon more artifact stuff. And then here's going to be for the monsters. The rest of the monsters are just going to be the stereotypical stuff, which would be 2 copies of Beagle-Tech, obvious pick, no explanation needed there. 1 Mortal-Tech, obviously, because it's limited. It is limited to 1 right now. Wish it was back at 3, but yeah, I have to stay with it that way. And then the next card that I run is 2 copies of Scythe. This one gives a little bit more control. Plus, it's the replacement for Mortal-Tech, and so and gives a little bit of control against BA and Necros and stuff like that. So yeah. And then the next up, I have the 3 copies of Firehand and 3 copies of the Ice Hand. Yeah, so that makes up the hand part of Hat, and the artifacts make the A part of artifacts. So yeah, and then for the next set of monsters, I'm going to be running 3 copies of Dionia. You just need to run 3 of her when you run the Hat deck, and then obviously the 3 copies of Myrmilio. And that's it for my monsters. But this is your standard monster lineup, except for the very first artifact monster that I showed you. That card is just a tech choice of mine, but the rest is just all standard, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's 12 monsters altogether, I believe. Yeah, so 12. No, what am I saying? 12 monsters. That's 18 monsters altogether. You got 6 hands, 6 artifacts, and 6 trap tricks monsters. For a total of 18 monster cards. And then to go into the spells, a sturdy pick of mine, which is the 3 copies of Artifact Ignition. Probably one of the best the best, one of the best, if not the best, spell card of the deck, honestly. In my opinion, there's no reason to run less than 3. You just need to run 3. Book of Moon. Yeah, just no explanation there. It gets you out of Djinn Lock, amongst other things. Dark Hole. I know Dark Hole is not the preferable card, but my Raigeki is sitting right. Let's see here. Where is it? It is sitting right here in another deck right now. over here. Yeah, it's in another deck right now that I'm playing with. I'll with some serious testing, I'll be taking the Raigeki out of my other deck there, and putting it in instead of Dark Hole. Next spell card I run is the 2 copies of Mystical Space Typhoon. I honestly think that Mystical Space Typhoon still needs to be run at least at 2. It's a pretty good spell card for eliminating floodgates amongst other dangerous items such as face down back row and stuff like that, because nobody likes to be bottomless. Obviously your Trap Tricks monsters, you don't have to worry about being bottomless and amongst other normal trap cards, but yeah, MSTs are just still all around a good card. Then the next spell that I run is the playset of Pot of Duality. It's just so that you could dig deep into your deck and be able to nab those important items. And that's it for my spells. Moving into the trap cards, what I'm going to have is obviously the 3 copies of Artifact Sanctum. It's just your deck doesn't run properly without the 3 copies of Sanctum there. Yeah, so yeah, I don't need to really explain further than that. Obviously, my next card is, being that you're running a Trap Tricks engine, and other than being just an obvious staple, is a single copy of Bottomless Trap Hole. I don't know, in my opinion, you just can't get around this. And then the next card I run is the 2 copies of Call of the Haunted. I wanted to run a 3rd one, but I just couldn't quite fit it in the deck. This deck really needs at least 2, if not 3, which I'm debating about putting a 3rd one in right now, but yeah, I'm going to see with further testing if the 3rd one is needed. And then obviously the Double Fiendish Chain to take care of things like Winda, amongst other things. And then 1 copy of Solemn Warning. Yeah, 1 copy of Solemn Warning gets rid of those problem cards. And then the next card is Time Space Trap Hole. Gets over a lot of things, Pendulum Monsters, etc., etc. And then 2 copies of Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare. I'm thinking about dropping this down from 2 to 1 for my second copy of my second copy. My last copy of my 3rd copy of the Call of the Haunted. And that rounds off my my traps. As you noticed, I don't run Malevolent Catastrophe. It's mainly because it's not needed in the deck. And on top of that, I really wanted to play it, but I just didn't have room for it, like whatsoever. And especially if I wanted to be playing my other texts that I wanted to be playing. But it really, in my opinion, isn't needed in the deck. And then moving on to the extra deck, 1 copy of Abyss Dweller to go against the Burning Abyss matchup. The 1 copy of Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. I didn't have the wind-up Arsenal Zenmayo, so I just decided that this would be just a replacement until I can get my hands on that. And then for the next card, another predictable pick is Artifact Durandal. You just need at least the 1 copy, if you so choose a second one, but the 1 copy is definitely needed, no ifs, ands, or buts. Then a rank 4 would be a copy of Castel. A lot of these, I don't think I run a single dual extra deck monster in this deck, but yeah. So, and then for another rank 5, I run a single copy of Pleiades, and to go with that, I run the Constellar Plutonium M7. To go with that, the Pleiades is really, really good for stopping a lot of things. And then once you run out of materials, you just overlay into M7 for further control. And then another rank 4 is a copy of Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon to get over any big ticket items. And then and then another field clear, which would be Exciton Knight. That's just a staple to fill in for the deck. And then let's see here. My one and only rank 7 in the deck would be Gaia Dragon, the Thunder Charger, based on the fact that that you go you go Pleiades. Pleiades uses up its effects. You go M7. M7 uses the effect, and then you can't use its effect anymore, or whatever situation may call us for it. Then you go into Gaia, and then bang, you're good to go. Same thing with Adrius, Keeper of Armageddon. Same thing with him. He runs out of materials. You just overlay into Gaia Dragon. Do some piercing battle damage and stuff. Then the next card I run is the one copy of number 61 Volcasaurus. In my opinion, is just standard in any deck that can run rank 5s. And then a nice pick would be number 80 Rhapsody in Berserk. I might take this out for another 101 or another 101 or another Castel or something like that, but I never go into it ever. And then for my last three, one of my last cards is 101, a staple pick in my opinion. As much as its price has gone down, and it's still a staple as it ever was. Shark Fortress for that OTKs, or not OTKs, but more, to put more damage on board, or to get rid of pesky monsters on board. Steel Swarm Roach for that Necros matchup, as well as, let's see here, just gotta make sure I'm gonna... Yeah, for things like Necros, and Light Sworn, amongst other things. And then a copy of Tyraz, Keeper of Genesis, to round off my Xyz monsters. So that's my hat deck profile. I'd love to know what you guys think. So please comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think I should change, and if you liked it or not. Please subscribe, comment, share, and hit that like button if you enjoyed my video. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good day.